Welcome back to the Basement Vibes podcast, episode 2. I have my lovely sister here.
Hello.
So as our guest, you get to choose the color. What color are we going with?
Purple.
Purple? Okay. Let's see if it works.
That's purplish. I'll accept.
Let's see if we can go a little bit. That's a... Ooh. Oh, that's more of a blue.
Purple. Purple.
That's a purple.
I'm okay with it. I'll accept it.
It looks better underneath.
Yeah, I'll accept.
Okay. Cool. So we're going with the purple today. So, Kat, my older sister, tell us a little bit about yourself for the people who don't know who you are.
Oh, well, hello. I am his older sister. Crap. What is there to know about me? Not a lot. I mean, I draw, I do things. What?
ASL.
ASL?
Age.
Oh, I was like, I don't know sign language. I'm sorry.
You said the same thing. I did this last time, too. I was like, we were going over everything, and I was like, ASL, and she was just like, what? The sign language isn't good for a podcast. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Tells you how often we've used any of those apps that require you saying that. Well, I am 25. I am a female. I am not giving my location. Sorry.
No,
But
that's fair.
Born and raised in Vail, Colorado with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly raised him specifically just because of some family issues.
Facts.
So he's turned out pretty well. I feel like a very accomplished mother. This is my only chance in life, too. So I don't plan on having any others.
That's fair.
Thank God I don't ever have to go through the birth process ever. Period.
Very true.
So glad I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But I raised you, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's always fun.
Yeah. Me and Gab were talking about last episode because so the way that this works is that it's going to be 3 questions. So I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to pick a number out of 100. Then I have a list of questions. We'll go to whatever number you picked. We'll go through that one. And then after that, we'll do the song of the week.
Cool.
So if you have a song you've been listening to lately or you just want to plug, go ahead. And then we'll go on to the second question. And same type of deal. And then after that, we're going to go to the anime/show of the week. So either an anime you've been watching or a show you've been watching or an anime you think people should watch.
Okay.
And then we'll finish with the final question. And then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Sick. I'm going to come out of everything with the left-hand corner. You're not going to know what the fuck my answers are, but
Hell yeah, I'm all for it.
I already have the song and the show picked out, and you're going to go, what the fuck, Kat? Why is this your recommendation? I'm just going to smile and go, enjoy.
That's what I'm excited for, I'm not going to lie. But before we actually get into the first question, so for the people who don't know, you're in school, but you're not in normal school. Do you want to kind of explain?
Yeah.
What school you kind of go to?
Yeah. So, just a little background on me. I am someone who has always been into the darker things of the life.
To say the least.
I'm obviously, I'm a female. How many girls do you know watch so many serial killer shows, right? It's kind of normal.
Every girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, it kind of fits in my realm. We'll go a little darker in that sense. I like the witchy stuff. I like the cult stuff. I like learning about anything that might make everyone else uncomfortable. So much fun to me. So much fun. Like, I love telling people, like, my podcast show, when I come back and have my thing, you're going to all be uncomfortable the whole time. It's going to be great. We're going to love it.
I'm excited for that episode.
So, in school, I was really good. And then I went to college, like a real college, for like a year. Wasn't my thing. Fuck that shit. I don't know how you college kids do it. I think it's stupid paying that much money and going through all that bullshit. And it's just partying the whole time, and you're paying millions of dollars to pretty much party and have your professors tell you bullshit and not really help you. At least that was my experience, and I thought it was bullshit. So I said, fuck that. Come to about 5 years later where I'm like, yeah, I still want to go to school. I just don't want to go to normal school. Well, my lucky ass found something pretty sick. And if you're a fan of anything magical, you'd like it too. Just because it's my own version of Hogwarts. But it's an actual college. And it's called the University of Metaphysical Sciences.
Okay, so I have to ask something about this college.
Go ahead.
Can you actually attend it, or is it only online?
They do have, actual campus.
Where?
in Arcata, California.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
So there's 2 big metaphysical schools, and both of them are in California. One
course.
of them, yeah. Well, one of them, the one I'm not going to, the other one that my school gets confused with, is specifically to train people to be spiritual leaders, specifically to be like priests and all that kind of stuff.
Cult leaders?
Kind of, yeah. That's kind of what I gathered from it. It made me really uncomfortable when I was looking at this program, and then I found my school.
Okay.
So then my school is pretty sick. Pretty much, if you are a practicing witch, or you love crystals, or you like spooky shit, this is the school for you.
Makes sense.
Because my classes right now, one of them...
Wait, okay, let's go through your classes, actually.
Let me pull this shit out. This shit's funny.
These are insane. I remember when she was first telling me and our parents about it, and obviously we're all very skeptical because we're like, this seems bullshit. What crack dealer did you pay to give you a fake school schedule so you can say you're being a certified witch for a living? But no, she actually has classes.
And it's even funnier because it's a fast track program too. So I'm gonna get my bachelor's if I keep up with everything by October.
Okay. My
master's and my PhD next year.
Fuck yeah, that's sick.
If I keep up with it. I'm already behind, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But either way,
it is doable.
The next 2 years, I'm gonna walk away with a PhD.
Let's fucking go.
For metaphysical sciences.
Okay, so let's go. Let's look at these classes.
I'm logging in still. Let me just do one more thing. You can keep talking if you'd like.
But yeah, no. So when she was telling me about this, obviously, it sounds a little made up at first.
I even think it's made up sometimes.
But these classes are so cool. Like some of these ones I would literally go to just so I could learn more about. Like there's the Cryptids one.
Yeah, so I'm taking the Cryptids one right now. So we just stopped talking about Bigfoot. There's a whole entire section about Bigfoot.
Okay,
there's a whole nother section about skinwalkers.
Okay.
There's a whole nother section about ghosts. I have a whole class for ghost hunting.
That's sick. Okay, wait. I have a question about, like, cryptids.
Okay.
So, what's the difference between, like, a cryptid and, like, a mythical / like, animal that people just think about? Like, because I didn't know Bigfoot was considered a cryptid.
So you're going to love this because this is mostly what my podcast is going to be talking about.
Hell yeah.
Is about all of this shit because this is my expertise now. But so the main difference is that cryptids have known to be either mythological. Sorry, my words do
That's
not
a
work.
Hard word to say.
Sometimes, yeah. But they are technically made up, but there has been numerous accounts of somebody seeing them or have proof of them, but they have never technically been studied by science. So that's what separates them from, like, real animals, is that scientists have proven, seen them, dealt with them, but also most of these animals that are in the wild aren't technically trying to kill us or been known to cause harm or disrupt our lives. Like, yeah, we have bears and coyotes that occasionally eat our animals, and that sucks. Or they'll eat our trash, but they're not, like, there to fuck with you.
Whereas these are?
While you have, like, the Mothman.
Okay, wait.
You have...
Are dragons cryptids?
Technically.
Oh.
Technically. And then if you go into... So this is where I get weird with dragons. So a lot of people...
Okay, wait. I want to say something.
Yeah.
Dragons were real.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way that like, they might not have been how we perceive them as, like, flying monsters that breathe fire.
T-Rexes, 1,000%.
There's no way they breathe fire. That's just not doable.
They might have at some point.
Physically, not doable.
How is it physically not doable? Just because we can't prove it at this very second doesn't mean it didn't exist.
Because there's no way for you to, like, physically do that.
Have you not read any science about dragons?
No. But, and also this is another thing, or another reason why I don't think it's possible for them to have breathed fire. Because the only people who say that they breathe fire is Americans. Not, like, natives, only modern Americans. It wasn't a thing in old school, like, in old Japan and all that. They weren't breathing fire.
No, yeah, the Asian dragons definitely have not ever been known to do that. But in Mexico and Guatemala and, like, South America, their dragons did breathe some fire. Some of them. Some of them are water dragons, mostly.
Yeah,
There's a lot of water dragons.
That's what I know of, is that the fact that most of them were, like, water type breathing, because they're more, like,
I mean, it could be a plethodon or playdon, whatever Loch Ness Monster is getting confused with also.
Yeah.
Loch Ness Monster is also a cryptid.
That makes sense.
But it's things that, like, people technically have never studied physically or proven exist.
But people think
But a lot of people have said they've seen. Or a lot of people have claimed experiences or situations that they've been in. That's what be versus. So then,
that makes sense.
back to the dragons.
Yeah.
So absolutely, dragons 1,000% were real.
Oh, yeah.
I will go to my deathbed fighting that. In fact, I'm still convinced that T-Rexes were because of their little arms. That makes no sense. It actually replicates a lot of birds.
I've read
skeletons.
that too. Is that because birds also look like they have tiny arms when it's literally their arms, but it's their wings and they're just sitting normal. So I could see that, but my only issue with it is if they're as big as we think, it's not the weight. The counterbalance to that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I think they were. I think their ancestors definitely flew with the wings, but I think
they were a lot smaller.
Or their wings were a lot bigger.
Well, because you got to think about, like, the biggest bird that we know of, which is the...
Quetzal?
Yeah, the Quetzal.
Quetzal, yeah.
Quet.
And they're pretty much prehistoric birds.
And the thing with those is those weigh a third of what a T-Rex does. And those wings...
they don't fly,
and those
though.
wings are almost as big as an airplane. So,
oh, shit, yeah, you're right.
if you take something 3 times the size of that, it's just not physically possible.
I don't know. I still think if the wings were big enough, but we just haven't proven that the wings were huge.
My theory is that they were like turkeys.
Ooh, or penguins.
Well,
they don't fly.
The reason I go to turkeys is because, one, we know turkeys can't fly.
Right.
But they have
kinda
wings.
Can.
But they have to run to do it.
Right, true.
But they can't physically just start flying.
Right.
We know. We don't know for a fact, but they think that the same octaves that come from dinosaurs are the same that come from birds.
Right. So apparently dinosaurs didn't make that.
Yeah, no.
They were like.
Yeah, they were literally like birds. So that's why I'm like, they're probably just giant turkeys.
I could see that.
But they were carnivores.
Yeah, I could see that.
Which would make a lot of sense.
Definitely.
So, in theory, all dinosaurs are turkeys.
I like this theory.
I
stand by it.
This is what Thanksgiving really should be about. We should
it's about
all
dinosaurs.
Just see how crazy we can make turkeys look like dinosaurs.
So this Thanksgiving, I'm wearing my blow-up T-Rex costume.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have 2, actually. Do you want one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. We'll do
we
that.
should do a podcast where we literally just sit in T-Rex outfits.
Honestly, can we just do that for mine? Because mine's going to be talking about spooky things, and I'm just going to sit here in a T-Rex costume.
I'm totally down.
Okay,
Are
cool.
we going to do that on here, or are you going to do it on your own podcast?
Here with you.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm not really doing stuff yet.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Fair. We're going to have a lot of different people on this podcast. So
I'm going to be your favorite.
Yeah. The 2 most consistent will probably be her and Gabby.
Yeah, it's because we're the best girls in his life.
And because you guys are the most interesting people to talk to.
Yeah. We're a little...
We haven't even gotten to question 1 yet.
Facts. Okay, but before we move on, and we're still talking about my school.
Yeah, let's
But
go
before
back to
we
that.
even go back to my school, we were talking about dragons. Give me 1 second here.
Go for it.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
my only issue with the metaphysical community, which is what I'm studying,
Okay.
is the theory of dragon spirits.
Like Roku?
Kind of, but everybody apparently has one.
I like that.
I like it, but my issue is that why the fuck would a dragon care about humanity like that? We're probably the reasons they're gone. So, like, my theory of them being like, oh, yeah, everybody has a dragon spirit. I'm like, yeah, we all have our courageous sides. We're all brave. We all have those moments where we can have dragon-like spirit. I don't think there's a dragon spirit watching us. I disagree with that full-heartedly. I'm sorry, dragon community. But it just it bothers me because humans aren't cool enough to have dragons following us all of the time.
I think some do.
Some, sure. But they think everyone. That's what they're saying.
That's bullshit. This is how I think of it. All people have a spirit-like animal. The people who are the, dominant, top tier, they walk into a room and you're like, you are powerful.
That's a dragon.
Those are dragons. And honestly, this is going to be awful to say, but Genghis Khan, he was a dragon.
1,000%.
He was an awful human being, but he was a dragon.
1,000%.
Hitler, probably a dragon.
I don't think he was a dragon. I think he was close.
He had to have been. Or a lion. He's probably a lion.
I think he's something even more fucked up.
Well, because The thing
Like an
with-
otter, because otters rape things.
No. But you gotta think, he was a fucked up person, but he had the confidence, and that's what drove people to
True.
follow him.
And he
and
was
that's
very
what-
charismatic.
Yeah, and that's what all these like those animals symbolize. So when you see like a lot of people who are these like kind of big, like probably even like the evil type.
Tom
people,
Holland's definitely a fucking dragon spirit.
No way.
No?
No.
I love that
Tom
man.
Holland is a golden retriever.
You're right. He's a sweetheart. but you're a dragon year for Chinese zodiac.
But I'm not a dragon.
You have dragon-like qualities, but you don't have a dragon
No,
spirit.
I don't walk into a room and just be like,
And everyone
he's
has
in
to pay
charge.
attention
It's
to
just
you.
not.
It's not you.
If anything, if I am a dragon, I'm a water dragon. Because I'm the one who you will see, but will just kind of hide out to the side.
Facts.
But no, I don't have dragon qualities. You have cat qualities.
Oh, I'm 1,000%
You're
a cat.
Not just because your name is Cat, but yeah, you're just a cat.
The other day at a party here, I decided to sit up in a corner on a on a half wall away
pony
from
wall.
everybody. A pony wall, apparently.
Yeah.
Half wall if you're a Sims player. But I was sitting up on top of it because A, I didn't want to be too close to everybody. B, so I could watch everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And C, just because it had a good point of view and it was up higher. And
It
I'm a
was
short
such a
person.
good spot for you too, because you were right between the game and like the
and
conversation.
the conversations, yeah.
So you could just like eavesdrop on both.
And
you
I
could
don't have
like
to-
have entertainment and like still be like, oh, what are they talking about?
But I don't have to actually participate. And that's the cat move right
yeah,
there.
no
Is
facts.
cats don't like to be part of the actual situation. They like to watch it and kind
analyze.
of come in, but analyze the whole situation. They
Mhm.
don't like to just dive in like dogs. Dogs
Yeah.
just go in. They're like, hello! Yeah, no. That's not my style.
Since we're here, and I'm gonna probably talk about this with everyone, but cats are superior.
Oh, 1,000%.
And I was thinking about this at work today. People
forgot you
who
work
the
still.
people who think that dogs are better than cats are the people who have never had a cat like them.
Right.
That's the difference. Because if
Facts.
you ever meet someone who has like they're like, I don't like cats, they're fucking disgusting, all that
It's because
stupid
cats
shit.
hate them.
It's because they've never had a cat come up to them and start sitting with just them and no one else.
Right.
When you have that,
Cats choose people, and that's
Mhm.
what makes them superior, is that they pick and analyze their person before they choose them. Dogs are like whores.
yeah,
They will run up to anybody who says hi to them and smiles at them and give them love. And that's dangerous, and that's just it's stupid in my opinion. Cats are cautious. They're smart.
think of it as a kid. Which would you rather have your kid do? Sit back and analyze everything, or go walk up to random strangers and say hi and give me food?
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
just saying. I'm just saying. Cats are superior.
And
If-
like less cleanup, less maintenance. I took my cat to the vet today for the first time in 5 years. 5 years. First time. And she was max at 30 minutes at the vet, and it was $30. Dogs, you have to bring constantly, like children. And you cannot leave alone, or they will eat something and die. So, my cats, I can leave them for 2 weeks and come back home, and they are perfectly chillin'. They just miss me. That's it.
Yeah.
They're fine.
no, cats,
They don't care.
Cats are definitely the superior animals.
Oh, yeah, and especially my cats. My cats are, like, the most well-behaved.
Facts.
Like, I've never gotten a scratch, but today I got a scratch from a dog. But my cats I've had for 6 years
Yeah.
will not
never-
hurt a single person ever.
And also the thing is, even if you have a cat that doesn't like you, you can still, like, the cat will still deal with you.
Right.
But it's like what I was saying. It's like if a cat doesn't like you, there's a reason.
Right. Exactly.
I've never met a cat that didn't like someone and they turned out to be like a perfect person. It just doesn't happen.
Right. It's never happened.
Cats know shit.
And like they say dogs do too, but dogs still don't really care. Unless you're a really bad person, then the dogs know. Cats can tell when you're just a sarcastic asshole and they
Well,
don't fuck with you.
Also, the difference is you have to have a certain dog to know what's going on. Any cat, you could pick a
It's
cat
easy.
up. You could pick a cat up off the street.
You know exactly
fully
what's
groomed,
thinking, what
they
it's
will
gonna
know.
do.
They will totally know. But a dog, they have to be a certain breed
Mm-hmm.
for you to get that. Like they know what the fuck's
And
going
like
on.
dogs also require a lot more training.
Mhm.
My cats come when I call them.
Yeah.
They sit when I need them to.
Mm-hmm.
They do everything I say before any dog I've ever seen. I've met so many dogs. My cats are well more trained than them.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Cats are better.
But, let's go back to... Should we go back to your classes?
Sorry, guys. I kind of have undiagnosed ADHD, and so does he. So we're just kind of here. Okay, so my classes. This is fucking hilarious. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So my first classes make kind of sense. So world religions, shadow work, which is very important.
What is that?
Shadow work is working on the bad parts of yourself and learning to accept them. Not shove them out, but accept them and acknowledge them. So any past traumas, any issues you kind of have, trying to identify them and work with them and make room for it instead of trying to be like, oh, this is a bad part of myself. I don't want it.
That makes sense.
Get rid of it. It's a part of you.
Okay.
It's never going to fucking go away.
Yeah.
So you have to learn to love it and make do with it and work with it rather than just being like, I don't want to be like this anymore. It's part of you.
Makes sense.
It's not going.
The other ones?
Then it goes transforming personality, the anagram. The anagram is like, you know Myers-Briggs personality tests?
Kinda. It's the one there. It's like the 4 letters and it tells you. Yeah.
So there's one that's an anagram, which is like a number board type thing. And everybody is one of 9 numbers. You can be a combination of them, but no more than 2. And every single person on the planet falls under one of these categories. And you usually have a dominant one. Sometimes you have a minor one, but for the most part, you are one specific one. And those go into colors as well.
Ooh.
So I'll show you all that stuff later.
Okay.
But for the most part, I am a number 3.
I was going to say we should...
A number 6 and a number 7.
We should totally do that for like a video.
No, yeah. So one day I want to do a metaphysical video with you. Because I want to do one with like a bunch of metaphysical tests. My pendulum, some tarot card readings. I just want to see if I can really hit home and fuck with y'all mentally without me having to do much except just read the truth to you.
I'm down. We'll try to do it on here.
I think it'd be so fun.
For an episode. If you guys want to see that, let me know because that sounds fun as hell.
I'm a practicing witch, technically. Yeah. Don't come after me, please. I'm not like that deep, so you don't need to like kill me in a witch hunt. I promise.
Yeah, it's not the Salem witch trials, guys. Calm the fuck
Even though
down.
we are related to the Salem witches.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that.
That's why this shit runs deep in my blood.
Makes sense. All right, keep going.
Okay, so then. This shit's so funny. Okay, so then it goes psychic skills. So that's learning about like telepathy, like all of that kind of stuff. All the weird stuff that our family has. Like reading your mind, telling the future, that shit. That's practicing those skills.
Okay.
Then you have connecting with angels. Everybody has guardians, regardless.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know if I'll ever agree with them being specifically angels, but that just could be my own upbringing on religion.
Yeah.
But
we were very not like anti-religion, but
we
let's
were raised.
Be honest, religion is bullshit.
Well,
Okay, let me correct what I just said.
I know what you're trying to say.
Christianity is bullshit.
There you go.
All religion, I'm down for it. But the people who think Christianity is the main religion, grow the fuck up.
Facts.
It's like Santa. Grow the fuck up. Come on.
And also, like, I don't want to shit on your religion so bad because I want to respect the fact that you all have your own beliefs, that you all... I know that Christianity can be good, but the way it's been done the last 700 years, it has not been. I understand that there's some people who really do practice the actual words of Christ where you actually respect others and love each other and you're kind and philanthropist like type shit. There are some of you. There's a very small minute of you, but I respect you. The rest of you are too aggressive and too steadfast on the fact that you think your religion's the only religion when there's been religions older than yours for billions of years.
There's been pubs open longer than
Christianity.
Than fucking Christianity. Do not sit here and tell me that it is the ultimate religion. If you and I'm going to say this in
also
the
the fact that
possible.
how many priests in your religion rape kids compared to most.
I'm going to say this in the nicest way.
I don't want to be awful. I'm sorry. I feel awful saying it, but there's just some things that have been said and done by a lot of your belief system that is not okay and cannot be taken back.
I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. If you believe in Christianity if you're the part that is like this part, like that
That
0.2%
actually
that
cares
actually gives a shit,
and
hell yeah,
loves
you're
people.
doing a great job. I believe in you. Keep doing what you're doing. If you believe in this heaven bullshit, I hope you go there.
But
To
if you're
the
like
rest
the
of you-
priest that
wait. To the rest of you, stop. Just stop. No one gives a shit. Your religion is not number one. There's literally like 15 other religions that make everything that you're saying make sense. All this stupid I love all my neighbors unless they're fucking this, and this, that means your religion's wrong. It's just as simple as that. If your God is all loving, with exceptions, it's not real. Because that's literally a contradiction right there. And if that hasn't hit you yet, you're gonna need to figure it out sooner.
My
or later.
only advice for Christians, and I do mean this out of love. I do. Look at the scriptures before Paul got involved. That's it. Look at the scriptures before Paul got involved, because Paul is the reason why you guys are the way you are now. He's the reason why everything's monetized. He's the reason why homophobia is now an issue when it originally was talking about pedophiles.
Which is weird.
And also, like, the
pedophiles
fact
seem
that
to
you
be
guys,
okay
like,
now.
pick and choose parts of the Bible makes no sense to me. Like, if you're going to go with it, go with all of it. Like, don't just pick and choose, because that's not how that works. But in my world religions class, I learned about Christianity, the original Christianity, where Jesus, who hung out with prostitutes and homeless people and actually just wanted to care, and all he said constantly was love each other. Because that's what really all, like, any fight about bullshit about religion is bullshit. Because at the end of the day, all of your prophets have been saying the same goddamn thing. Love each other. Be nice to each other. Care. Take care of the earth that you're on. None of this other bullshit that everybody else makes up. Like, I understand all of your special traditions. Like, I get that's your way of honoring your gods, and I have full respect in that aspect. But the second it starts becoming hatred and taunting and bullying and discriminating your own children, discriminating your own family over bullshit that your God claimed even though he didn't, that's bullshit. And to claim that your God's the only God is also bullshit, because you got to tell that to the other 7 billion people out there with all of their bazillion other religions and belief systems and their gods. Go tell their gods they don't exist, and I promise you'll get electrocuted right now. Go ahead.
I was going to say, isn't Christianity also one of the smallest religions?
No, it's one of the biggest.
But, like,
because of the Christians that wiped out all the old religions.
That's what I mean. Like,
before it was small as fuck.
Yeah, it was like it's
tiny. Like Mormonism.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on, because let's not turn this episode
I'm
into
sorry.
Why.
Again, I want to say I do respect all religions and beliefs as long as you're not hating and hurting and harming other people. Like, that's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, back to my shit.
Yeah.
So, then you have the connecting with angels, which again is still about the guardians and stuff like that. Like, yes, angels does fall under Christianity technically, and Catholicism and all that stuff, but angels also has a different word in other religions.
Okay.
But I just kind of go with it as your ancestors or the people watching out for you.
That makes sense.
Everybody has people watching out for them, or spirits or guides watching out for them. May they be ancestors, may they be deities, may they be some random dude named Paul.
Makes sense.
Paul.
Okay.
But then there's gods and goddesses in mythology. So then I'm talking about all of the gods. All the goddesses.
Norse, all that type
Egyptian.
Stuff. Like African.
Everything that's been classified as mythology that was a religion to somebody. Watch that.
I like that.
But it's so interesting. Then I have the craft, which is just about witchcraft specifically.
Cool.
Then I have herbs, a spiritual approach, which is learning to use herbs as a homeopathic solution.
Oh, dope. I like that. That would be my favorite, because we're both very
Stoners.
against. Well, I was gonna say we're also not pill people.
No, I don't fuck with actual like Western medicine. I don't. I trust Eastern medicine by far, because it's a billion years old and it's not being used for profit.
Facts.
It actually cares about other people. And I use herbs when I smoke weed. I'm a stoner in Colorado. I'm allowed to, but I use herbs to make my weed a lot easier for me. Like, if you have anxiety or any issues when you smoke, use my herbs, and you'll be fine.
We should make a list of those and like have your own.
Oh, I want to open up a business for it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I want like a metaphysical store so bad. That's my goal.
We should work on that. I would
If you want to
totally
help
be down
me,
to help you.
well,
with
that's why I want to show you all the metaphysical stuff, because you'll look at it and be like,
that. I'm down.
I see why you like this, and and you've been to the metaphysical stores I brought you. I
Yeah.
only brought you to that one, and that's my least favorite, and you were having
I
a
was like,
blast
this
in
is
there.
cool. I like.
I gotta
this.
bring you to the rest.
Okay, I'm down.
Then I have spiritual symbols and colors, which is just talking about every spiritual
Makes sense.
symbol possible.
Okay.
All of them.
Which is a fuck ton.
It's like a 700-page
I was
book.
gonna say it's like more than kanji.
I wanted to cry. It was the longest one ever. Like, I think that's also one of the last classes I've taken that I like took a lot of time on.
Mhm.
The rest of them, that's why I'm falling behind, because that one was 700 pages.
That makes sense.
Then you have mantras and mudras. So mudras are, you know what a mantra is, right?
No.
Okay, so a mantra is something that you repeat constantly, or a phrase or vibration
Mhm.
that either elevates how you feel, helps put in motivation.
Oh, it's like when you,
know
do
this-
something like to get you started.
Yes.
Yeah, I do this
So,
with music.
yes.
So I have a certain playlist that I put on when I decide to edit, and it puts me in the mood of like, okay, it's time to zone everything out. It's time
Right.
to focus.
So that would
Okay.
kind of count as a mudra almost.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's
thing,
not the
I know
same, but
that.
it's exactly where you're kind of going with
Mhm.
it. So, when people meditate and they go,
Yeah.
that's a mantra.
That makes sense.
And it's a vibration mantra, so it helps elevate your vibrations, so you're
Mhm.
not so depressed, you're not so deep down.
Okay.
You have more of a uplifted kind of motivation to it. Mudras are kind of the same, but they're more like motions, like hand
Oh.
motions.
Okay.
It's kind of like Naruto.
Oh.
Those are
nice.
mudras.
Oh, yeah, that would make
Those
a
are
lot of
mudras.
sense. That would
That's
make
why
a
I was
lot of
like, you would
sense.
like that.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
And then I have archetypes, which again is getting into the whole personality types.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody fits into an archetype. Everybody fits into an anagram.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I know those.
crazy how real it is. And like the anagrams are more about trauma,
Mm-hmm.
while the archetypes are more about just like your personality.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then there's about great spiritual masters and teachers. That's when I'm talking about Jung. I'm talking about Freud. I'm talking about pretty much like anyone who's psychologically evaluated the metaphysical realm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who talks about dreams, who talks about
Oh, it's all that type of
everything. Like
Okay.
they talk about like we learn about Gandhi for a hot minute. You meet pretty much anyone who's been a spiritual leader, like even like the Christians. We talk about Jesus in there a lot. And the original Jesus, like what he actually says.
shit. I have a
You
question.
learn about Buddha. You learn about all of it. Yeah.
Do you talk about Iroh?
No, he should be added in there though. He should have been in page 1.
He should have been the entire book.
Honestly, yeah. I'll let them
Like,
know. I'll email my school and be
yeah.
like, yo, I know this is gonna come out of left hand, but y'all ever seen Avatar? Y'all ever
'Cause
heard of Iroh? Because I really think this man belongs on this page.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Iroh did more than me than any.
I've learned so much from that show and specifically from
Yeah.
Iroh than any other adult in my life.
Well, okay.
Dad taught me some stuff.
Well, I was gonna say this. Avatar needs to be talked about a lot more.
Because it's groundbreaking.
To me, it is single-handed. Okay, I'm just gonna say this flat out. Avatar is the greatest show of all time.
Facts.
I'm gonna say that confidently. Better than any anime, better than any Breaking Bad, any of those.
Facts.
Avatar is the greatest show from start to finish.
Facts.
There's not a bad episode.
no.
There's
Even the filler episodes are amazing.
yeah.
And you learn something.
Every character is top tier.
And the evolution in the plot and the characters is insane. How do you show me a show where someone like Zuko makes that turn?
Yeah.
Somebody.
Zuko has the best character development in any show I've ever seen.
Facts. Even Aang. Aang grew.
And Gru.
He became an amazing
Yeah,
avatar. And he was
everyone-
great from the start.
Everyone in that show is top tier.
I even liked Korra. It wasn't as great as Avatar, but I did love Korra.
Okay.
Different reasons.
Okay. I have to.
I know. You don't like
okay,
Korra.
wait. I have something to
Go ahead.
positive about this though. I have learned to like Korra. I know
Ooh.
that's big for me.
That's a huge
I
step.
never liked Korra strictly because I was so focused on the fact that
It wasn't Aang.
yes, but I've realized something, and I've told you this before, but
The
people
fact that
need
it
to hear
isn't
this.
Aang and it's not supposed to be Aang.
Well, kinda. My thing is it's a great series if you don't consider it Avatar. If you consider it just Korra, with
Absolutely.
with nothing behind it, top tier. It's great.
I mean,
But-
even if you do throw in some parts of it
Mhm.
to Avatar lore, then yes, absolutely. But if you constantly compare it to specifically Avatar The Last Airbender and then to Korra,
It's hard.
obviously you're going to hate it. But if you look at it separately by itself and really appreciate where it's going from it,
Mhm.
then you really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I got over the fact that her battles aren't the same as Aang. Not like she has to face
Right.
the villain, but Aang's battles were the bending parts.
Right.
Hers
Or
is the
emotional
mental
and
and
melt.
emotional part.
Yep.
So I've learned to accept that that's what that is.
Yes.
But Korra is still 7 out of 10.
I'll let you have that.
The only good character is Mako's red panda ferret, and all the other characters suck.
Pabu!
Because let's be honest, none of the characters are good. There's not a character in that series that matches to anyone in the Avatar series that wasn't already in Avatar. The only one, and I will say this, the only good character that I like in that is Toph's daughter, Beifong.
Beifong was great in
She
that.
is the only good character in that series.
I would fight you on that. But right now, I'm a little high, so I can't come up with a great counter to that.
That's fair.
But I loved Bolin in it. Bolin's the earthbending brother.
Yeah, I like him, but
I hated Mako. Mako pissed me the fuck
I
off
like
because he's a
Mako.
pretty boy who just has anger issues.
Yeah, he's
Whatever.
Zuko without character development.
Yeah. But I loved Korra. I love Korra. I liked Bolin a lot, and I love Asami.
I don't.
I had a crush on her hardcore.
That's why you like her, though.
Yeah, she's hot.
Her character development isn't great.
No, to be fair, the character development in Korra isn't as good except with Korra, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Everybody else doesn't have as much love
Mm-hmm.
as Avatar series did.
Also, there was so much stuff that they could have done with it, but they fucked up.
I can see that. I do like what they did with it. I do think they could have done a lot better, a lot more. We're just going to have to find out how this new Avatar series comes out, the live one. I'm really scared and happy about it at the same time.
We've already gotten one live action of Avatar, and it
Okay,
was the
but
worst
these
live action ever.
Okay, but this one, they're actually casting all the characters their proper ethnicities. And
I don't care.
I think they're going to do well with it. I think
I
it's going
don't.
to still be weird. The girl who's playing Korra, I actually love as an
I
actress.
don't care.
Or not Korra, Katara, sorry.
You know why I don't care?
Why?
Name one live action that's good. That's just good. Name one, please.
Aladdin.
Was it?
Yeah, I loved
I didn't
it.
watch it.
I loved it.
Was it live action?
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
The girl from Lemonade
Okay.
Mouth was in it. She's Jasmine.
Oh. Well, I was going to say the Dragon Ball one sucked.
Yeah, did not like that.
The Cowboy Bebop one sucked.
Did
the
not like
Death Note sucked.
Will not watch Ghost in Shell because I hate Scarlett
Exactly.
Johansson with a burning passion.
Exactly.
Also, that's an Asian show, and why the fuck did you cast this white bitch who looks like a blow-up doll as your main character?
Because she's the best at having zero emotion.
She's the best at not acting.
Fair.
So,
But she gets paid for it, so good for her.
good for her, but
I'm glad there's people out there that can do it.
there's better
Um,
actresses out
Is there any
there.
other ones you want to go over? Or do you want to just
Oh,
go to the
yeah, I
first
got
question?
you. I got
Okay.
you.
We'll try to run through these pretty quick then.
Okay, I'll be fast as I can.
Choose like the top 3 cool ones that we can talk about really quick.
Well, I have wizards, adepts, and mystery schools. So I'm going to be learning about Hogwarts pretty much, is roughly what it says.
That's sick.
Roughly.
That's
The
dope.
mystical beginnings of Christianity. I got that page for y'all.
That one's cool.
I'll put up a link for y'all if you need it. I have an anger management class, which I need.
Fuck, I should use that.
There's a study of paranormal, but let me go to my electives because that's where the fun classes are.
Okay.
Let me show you. See this. All right, so ready? I'm gonna read through some of them.
Okay. I'll stop you if one sounds cool.
Okay. So we're gonna go through top to bottom because there's only like 10, but
Okay.
I'll be quick. So there's acupuncture, altars and rituals, Falun Gong, which I don't know what it is, the Aratia book, don't know what that is yet, attracting your mate, I don't know if I want to do that one because I think that's kind of funny. Ayurveda, Veda, which is a spiritual practice in Hinduism. I don't know still. Roughly. It's Ayurveda, I guess, but Avocadabra is close. There's breatharianisms, which means these are the people who just live by light. They just consume light. They're like plants.
That's sick.
But
like
people,
monks?
yeah.
That's cool.
So I get to learn how to do that. I don't think I'll process that. I still can't even do the fucking meditations well, so I doubt that's gonna go well. I have dolphin healing class.
That's cool.
As in which freaks me out though, because dolphins have been known to rape people. So I don't know if that's like actually
Maybe
gonna be a healing situation. I feel like it's very traumatic, in my opinion. Then there's ear candling. There's emotional and expressive art. Exploring the life and soul of Mary Magdalene. Christians, that's for you guys. Feng Shui.
Oh, that one's cool.
I get to learn about forgiveness. Lord knows I need help. I held grudges. I still have grudges I've held since I was 2.
Yeah.
Gaia, Mother Earth. So learn about
that one's cool.
Earth. There's one called Hope. It's just hope.
That's for everyone who's in that college. Like, this is the hope that you will do something with your life.
Here's some hope for you. We know you don't have any, but here's some hope. Then I have house healing for ghost hunters.
Cool.
I'm a huge ghost person, so
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that class. I get to learn about the Kabbalah, which is Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I was like, I know that.
Which I'm excited about. It's not the Quran. Quran's the spiritual text, but Kabbalah is like a different version, different like spiritual version of that.
I remember learning about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sick. Mayan calendar.
That's sick.
That's gonna be fun.
Theirs is interesting.
That's gonna be so interesting.
I like that.
Me too.
You're gonna have to update me on that.
Oh yeah, I might just give you a couple of my pages when I'm done with everything. Then I have old tantra. Oh no, it's taken off. Oh, it's rediscovering tantra. Never mind, we're good. Tantra. Sorry for anyone under 18, but it's pretty much learning to have sex without aiming for orgasm.
I've heard about this.
It's just enjoying each other's souls.
It's like the weird, like you have to get really weird. Yeah, no, I've
it's like Kama Sutra.
Yeah,
but
no, I've heard about it.
It's specifically just for learning each other's bodies and souls.
That's fucking weird.
Logan's gonna have a great time being my homework.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry. Then there's polarity therapy, which is learning to like get more balance in your life. Rebirthing, so kind of rebirthing or having a rebirth for yourself.
Okay.
Like mentally, spiritually,
no.
growing,
I have a feeling.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah. No one's going through another vaginal canal.
I was gonna say, are you just gonna have a giant blow up vagina and you're just gonna be like, I'm brand new?
No, I would throw up. Then there's sacred labyrinths. So I get to study labyrinths and mazes.
That's dope.
Yeah. Like, that's going to be sick.
Yeah.
Sexual identity and spirituality.
Okay.
Soulmate relationships.
Okay.
Taoist healing arts.
Okay.
And then my favorite, UFOs and extraterrestrial intelligence.
That one is going to be fucking awesome.
Oh, wait. I have a couple more. Hold on. I found it's just in my master's program.
Okay.
Let me just read a couple. I'm only going to pick a couple. I promise.
Okay. You get 3.
Okay. Let's see. There's learning how to have unconditional love.
Okay.
Astral projection.
That's dope.
And a whole class about death and dying.
Fuck yeah, that one's dope.
But I can also learn like Reiki, hypnosis, all of it. Like literally, if you just like magical shit and are pissed that you're living in the real world, this is the school for you because it teaches you about all of it. Like I'm going to be learning everything about spirituality, including ghosts, and I'm very excited about that too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well,
sorry. So now that we're done with all of that bullshit.
Yeah, give me a number.
3.
I fucking knew you were gonna do that.
I bet you can guess my next 2 numbers too.
I don't know what the third number would be. Oh no, never mind. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is somewhat fitting, actually. And
Alright.
just so everyone knows, I have not put these in any order.
Okay.
I literally came up with these, and I was just adding them onto this list. But, number 3. If you could live in any universe, what would you choose?
Oh, shit.
And I'm not going to limit this to anything. This could literally be...
It's unlimitless.
Like, you could go Avatar. You could be like, I am now creating my own universe. This is how shit works. Or it could be like Harry Potter, whatever you want. What do you think?
Okay. So you kind of made it easier by saying that, but also
Okay.
didn't at the same time.
I had a feeling.
Because I'm low-key still tied between 3. It would be Harry Potter,
Okay.
Pokemon,
Okay.
and Avatar.
Okay. Okay.
So- But to answer your question, because my dream world is fucking
I
insane.
had a feeling you were... Okay. This is fucking weird. Because I was literally thinking this. I was like, she's not going to go like a normal world. She's going to pick her own world. Because your fucking own world is
Way better.
fucking bonkers.
It's insane.
It's fucking bonkers. I hope one day you learn how to tell stories.
Me too. I wish I could
Because-
draw this place out.
Oh my god. It literally sound like, okay, I've heard her tell me some of the shit from her like dreams and shit. Think of like the most insane, like what people think of like an acid trip. Now double that and throw it into a kaleidoscope and then bring all the logic and only bring it to one area on like a settings
Yeah.
and then throw it all at the roof.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works. It's sick. But
Facts.
go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, I like to give an example of how my world works. Keep in mind, I've been to this world since I was little. Like, I know this world like the back of my hand. I have a whole family in this universe. Like, I
Mhm.
know this universe as well as I know this one, and that's weird to say, but it's true.
Yeah.
But I can map out the entire world to you, and there's specifically like 3 towns I constantly go to. One of them, everybody gets around by clouds. So you don't have cars or bikes.
Mhm.
You get your own cloud that just comes out of nowhere. You just snap your fingers, a cloud jumps on, and you ride it wherever you want.
Yeah.
You don't drive it. You just tell it where you want to go or think of where you want to go, and you go. And it brings you to like islands that are floating in the sky. It brings you to like waterfalls that are purple, that are raining down rocks that are made out of rubies. Like
Yeah.
random shit that doesn't, like, you just kind of would look at and go, what the fuck? Like, I have mountains with people's faces molded into them, like Mount Rushmore, but they talk
Yeah.
everywhere. But they're like not just the top parts. It's like part of the actual mountain is all these faces that talk to you. Or like you can pick up the ocean, but you can also swim in it.
Yeah.
Like what? So I would go to my world because in my world, anything goes.
Yeah.
And in my world, I am the most powerful person there.
Yeah. Pretty much. You are
Because
you
I-
are the creator.
I'm the creator. I have full access to everything that goes on, and I lucid dream like a crazy person.
Yeah, I was about to ask. You lucid dream.
I'm
don't you?
so good at lucid dreaming. It's actually kind of scary sometimes.
That's kind of
Because
cool.
I
I've
really
never
don't
been
know the
able to.
difference.
I've never been able to.
I'll teach you some tricks.
Okay.
The whole metaphysical episode, when I come back and do like a whole metaphysical episode with you,
Yeah.
I will give you tips, tricks, and
Tips,
everything,
tricks, and some of fucking slips.
and some drugs.
Oh yeah.
Just to make you understand, like, truly how crazy this world can be.
Yeah.
But in my world, that's where I would choose, because in there, I have magical powers. I can fly. I can lift the ocean. I can breathe underwater. I can talk to all the dead people. I've had a This is going to sound crazy, and I know that this is a dream, but I still believe it truly happened. You can call me crazy if you want. Call me a fucking... Get me sent to a psych ward. I would love it. Why not?
I need some friends there.
I do need to make some friends. But I had a full conversation with Tupac, Amy Winehouse. Who was the last person? There was one other person who's been long dead or who didn't die yet, but died like right after I had this dream.
Betty White.
It wasn't Betty White. I
Oh,
wish.
that would've been cool.
That would have been crazy.
A conversation with Tupac and Betty White.
Would've been
that
sick.
sounds fun.
It would have been like to hang out with Snoop Dogg and
Yeah.
Martha Stewart at the same time, but like way
that's,
funnier.
That's like a dream come true.
Yeah, but I
For
was
every
with Tupac.
cooking
Oh,
baker
it was
soda.
Princess
Diana.
Diana, because
Oh.
Diana and Tupac died the same year I was born.
Oh shit.
Both of them died the same year. Amy Winehouse died like the year I had that dream.
Oh, fuck.
So that's why it was all super weird to me. But I had a whole conversation with all 3 of them in a treehouse that I got there by playing a video game in the air.
Now you see why I think her universe is bonkers, but it's fucking insane.
Like,
I love it.
I've met people there, or
Yeah.
like I've never really seen anyone from this universe there
Yeah.
ever. Like there, I don't have a brother. I have 2 twin sisters who are younger than me. My parents are married and don't look anything like our parents.
That's why. Okay. I still am convinced that, like, sleeping, you don't, like, okay, this is going to sound stupid, but,
Yeah.
like, I've heard of it. Like, okay, I think it sucks that this is going to be the best way to explain it, but the new Doctor Strange movie,
Yes.
it's literally makes
Yes.
so much sense.
Yes.
Like, when you fall asleep, you're just transporting yourself
To
into
another world. And some people have access to it. Some people go into another version of this world.
Yeah, exactly.
Then there's me.
Your own universe is
Who
something
I-
you
yeah.
created.
And I
I
don't even
love
know if
that.
I created it because some of it like doesn't even feel like I would have thought of.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff there I'll go and I'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We can do that here?
Yeah.
Like random shit that I will never understand, but
Mhm.
I remember every dream I have every
Yeah.
time I come out of it. I control everything when I'm there. It's rare when I can't control my dream.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. And every time I wake up here, I'm like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, it's like,
Because
wait.
I just fell asleep in a bed of clouds and was eating cotton candy that tastes like a hamburger.
Yeah.
But now I'm here in my bed and can only eat McDonald's. Like, what the fuck? Where am I?
Yeah, it's
It's
insane. I would
insane.
love to learn how to lucid dream.
I can teach you.
Just because my dreams are fucking weird in general. Like, okay.
Weird how? Not like my weird, right? But weird.
No, my dreams are so much fucking different than yours. Okay. I was telling Gabby about this because when we went to Evergreen or whatever, sorry. When we went to Evergreen the night before, I had a really weird dream.
Okay.
So, the dream started with how did it start? It started with us like going on our drive to Evergreen.
Okay.
So we were like driving, da 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 da, and then we ended up. There's this dude on the side of the road. So
This is the dream, though, right?
yeah. This
Okay.
is all dream.
Okay.
So we go, we pick him up, gets in the car.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. We're driving. We didn't even ask him where he was going. We were
Mhm.
just like, we're going to our place. He'll tell us when like to stop or whatever.
Right.
And so we get into Evergreen, and we're going up this hill. Hill doesn't stop. It's just one of those.
I love
It
those.
just goes, and you just keep seeing it keep going straight up. And then eventually he's just like, oh, yeah, you can just let me out here. And we're like, there's nothing. Like, we were, like, far up. So, like,
There's nothing.
There's nothing. It's literally just road, more road. To the side, there's trees. On that side, the ocean.
Okay. Okay.
And he's like, you can just let me out here. We're like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, no, my family's right there. And we're like, okay. So we let him out. He steps out of the car. It just turns into Sasquatch. And I was like, turned to her and I was like, we just gave Sasquatch a lift. And she was like, nah, that's Bill. And I'm like, who? I was like, wait, we know this guy? And
Nah, that's Bill.
she was like, yeah, no, we see him all the time. And I was like, fuck. And
I didn't know Bill was a
and-
Sasquatch.
Yeah, and I like rolled down my window, which for some reason I was driving, so like I'm on this side, and I go like this, like to wave out that, and he's on that side, but I still waved to him. I was like, "See ya, Bill." He walked around to the side of the car, which was more confusing in my head, because the only way that physically that makes sense is I saw him off of the reflection of the ocean that's on that side.
Right.
But the ocean wasn't vertical, it was
Right.
flat.
Right.
And so he walks over. He's like, hey, thanks for the ride again. And I was like, okay, so I do know him. Cool. Whatever. Sure. Bill, how can I help you? And so he's like, here's some weed. I'm like, oh, I got Sasquatch weed. This has got to... I was like...
That should be a new brand.
Yeah, no. I was like, this has got to be some strong shit. So we start driving. And so we, like, somehow didn't have anything with us. Magically, like, I held it and it just lit up. So it was like fully lit, and so we just start smoking it,
Bioluminescent
puffing
weed.
it, like going back and forth. Bill's still sitting there. We thought we were driving. We didn't move. And so, like, we keep going, and then we're like, oh, sorry, Bill. We'll see you next time. Don't know when next time ever was going to be. We start driving, and the road starts going just vertical.
Like above you, like curving?
Yeah, like just, and then eventually we're upside down. And we're just looking straight down, and I was like, babe, is this the weed, or like what's going on? And she goes, that wasn't weed. And I was like, what did Bill give us? And she's like, don't you know Sasquatch weed is acid? And I was like, no. And she's like, Bill literally just told you that. And I'm like, where is he?
Where'd Bill go?
I would love to ask him.
Where'd Bill go?
And she's like, let's go ask him. And I'm like, how? And she just hits a button, and we drop. And then we just land, and Bill's just sitting there. He's like, oh, so how was the weed? And we're like, I was like,
what weed?
I was like, wait, what?
Where am I right now?
Yeah, I was like, what just happened? And then she like looks at him and goes, can you believe this guy? And I was like,
Gabby's response always.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, sure.
Okay, so you want to know the trick if you're ever in that situation?
It gets weird.
Okay.
And so I'm like, because we're going up to a cabin, so I'm like, okay, so let's go. And for some reason, we keep going straight where it was going up, and now it just goes straight. And so we get to this point, and it's a fork, like a fork in the road.
Uh-huh.
One side is the ocean side. The other side is the forest, and the split is just Bill. Somehow Bill's back. I don't know how.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, where do we go? Because I was like, he's a Sasquatch. He should know where the cabin is.
Right.
Obviously. And so he goes, well, it's down the forest path. We go down the forest path, and I wake up.
You never reached the cabin.
I never got to. I want to see if Bill was lying to me.
Fuck you, Bill. Let's find out. All right, you want to know the trick?
Yeah, that was my trick.
So the next time you're in that situation, try with all your might to just have your brain go, this isn't real.
Oh, no, I've done that. I've fully been in
You have
dreams.
to pull full insurgent mode.
I have literally
real.
sat in a dream and been like, and there was no sound. And I was like, this is a dream. And then I was like, okay, how do I like prove to myself that this isn't a dream? Just because this isn't doing it for me. And so I'd like stand up, and I like in my head I'm like, this is a dream, and I would still like something's controlling me, and I'm just like, cool, this is what I'm doing now.
So when you go to sleep is what starts it.
Okay.
When you start, you have to kind of give yourself a thought process of something that you want to happen at some point. Yeah.
I want to talk to Bill more.
That's all you have to think. Is just think that a lot right before you fall asleep. Then when you're asleep, the second you kind of are aware of what's going on, just go, this isn't real.
Okay. I'm going to try that tonight.
This isn't real.
That sounds fun.
That's all I say, is this isn't real. And then I have immediate control of everything.
I've heard.
Except I can't control when I wake up. That's the only issue. So I randomly will wake up in mid-dream, but I have the ability to go back to sleep and be in the middle of the dream.
That's fucking cool.
It's hard. But I have to literally, like, the second I wake up, I have to recount everything I can remember from before so I can go right back in.
That's cool, though.
It's hard, but it's fun. Then you have full access to crazy dreams and crazy worlds and crazy powers. And the fact that I live in this planet, on this dimension, on this side of the universe, is bullshit. Glad I have you as my brother, but that's about it.
I want to go in and just see where else I've given Bill a ride to.
Was Bill lying? Also, now, anytime anyone in our friend group or anyone I know talks about acid now, I'm just going to be like, Sasquatch weed?
You should. Oh, my God.
All the time now.
Is this a thing? Guys, please, let's make this a thing.
Anytime anyone talks about acid, ever, just say Sasquatch weed?
Bro, you've had Sasquatch weed, too?
You're talking about Sasquatch, right?
Literally yesterday, and people are going to be like, what the fuck is wrong?
Just keep talking about Bill.
Yeah,
whoever Bill is, just be like, yeah, Bill talked about it.
Oh, my God, please. Please.
Let's start a mass destruction of everyone's minds. And you know how 2016 was the clowns? Let's make 2022 the year of Bill the Sasquatch.
Oh, my God.
The acid-taking Sasquatch.
I love this idea. This could be our own cult.
I am a cult leader. And he is a cult follower. We have shirts to prove it.
We believe in Sasquatch weed and being able to lucid dream.
Welcome to the Church of Bill. This is the Church of Bill. You are only allowed Sasquatch weed. only. And you're only allowed to ask Bill where to go.
Yeah.
If Bill does not give you an answer,
Yeah,
you are not allowed to
you
continue
just
in
have
life.
to keep driving. No, you
just have to keep
drive.
driving.
Yeah, even if you run out of gas, you still have to.
Even
sit
if
there.
straight is into an ocean
Yeah.
off a cliff.
Yeah.
Keep doing it because Bill didn't tell you what to
Bill
do yet.
didn't tell you.
Bill
to turn.
didn't say. It's not
Yeah.
Simon says. It's Bill says, bitch.
Bill decides your life now. Guys.
All right, second question.
Oh my god. Oh wait, I didn't answer.
Oh.
And I was gonna say something about the 3 that you chose. Harry Potter seems like it would be dope, but
All the Death Eaters, man.
yeah.
All the fucking wars.
It
It's just like
seem-
this world, but with magic.
Yeah, exactly. And then Pokemon sounds good in theory,
But then you're eating Pokemon.
and you're making your Pokemon fight each other.
Right, like we're having battle rings. Like,
Yeah.
that's illegal.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, my boyfriend's calling me.
um,
Sorry for the brief interview.
Pokemon just
Interruption.
doesn't seem like it would make a whole lot of sense in reality. And then Avatar's top
l-
tier.
And it's the least problematic, but not.
Yeah.
Out of those 3 worlds, it's the least problematic, but still,
Still pretty
I
problematic.
can see a lot of issues with that.
Yeah, no.
Like
for
random
sure.
benders everywhere.
It would just suck to not be a bender.
You wouldn't be a bender, so that would
I
suck.
know. Yeah.
Your sister would be the Avatar, though, so you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'd be Sokka. We've already decided this. We'll probably do a whole thing on that too.
Yeah, we'll have a whole talk about that.
I wanna get everyone on and find out everyone's avatar class.
I can already tell you.
Well, no, but I want everyone to do a test.
It's going to tell me I'm water, fire, or earth.
Yeah, but then you know what your main element is.
All right, so I don't know if I've told you this. I probably have about my
Probably.
fan fiction.
Maybe?
Okay, so I've never published it. I've never really written it fully,
Okay.
but I have this idea that I've always wanted that falls into the Avatar universe.
Okay.
So think of it as probably like another 200 years after Korra.
Okay.
Okay? Benders at this point are still being targeted. They're technically not allowed. There's still some underground classes that do it,
Like Star Wars type?
kind of.
Okay. I see what you're going for.
And so, but the nations are still set up. It's
Okay.
just like benders are only in power or not allowed at all type situation.
Okay, I see what you're going for.
So, if you're a bender, you will probably get thrown into a jail or something.
Mhm.
It's that kind of thing. It's kind of post-apocalyptic at this point because there's already been so many wars from all the bending, and that's why
Yeah.
their bending's now not allowed.
Makes sense.
Hence why they're trying to give it to people who they feel like should have the power.
Yeah,
You know, all that fun, problematic bullshit.
of course.
So, there's this girl who's born in the Fire Nation.
Okay.
But she, for some reason, has water powers.
Okay.
And she's not sure why, and she's not sure what's going on. And she has to rescue this orphan child.
Okay.
Who she grew up in an orphanage anyway, so these kids kind of became her siblings.
Mhm.
So one of them is showing signs of potentially being a firebender,
Mhm.
but not massively.
Okay.
So people are already on this kid, like trying to get him. She didn't show any signs until she was like 16 or 17.
Oh, okay.
So this kid's showing it young. So she's trying to protect the little one from getting like
Hurt.
kidnapped, hurt,
anything
killed,
bad.
whatever the fuck these people are gonna do, these benders.
Yeah.
And so she is trying to use her water in ways that are very subtle. That's
Mhm.
not like, oh yeah, a bender did that. And so then she kind of finds moments where there's like certain issues where she randomly ends up using another element
Mhm.
and isn't sure what the fuck is going on because she's born in the Fire Nation, so she shouldn't even be able to bend water.
Okay.
She's only doing water first.
Okay.
Then she kind of is able to do some fire because she's in the Fire Nation.
Mhm.
And then she kind of realizes that she can kind of do the rest of them, but she has to do all of it so subtly because it's kind of like how Avatar was, where he's getting sought to be killed or shut
Yeah.
down. But it's like that, but it's literally every bender. And so she somehow finds out she's the Avatar. She meets like some old lady who like does not talk to really anybody. She's blind. She's kind of
Yeah.
like tough, but not.
That's cool.
But she's a firebender still.
Okay.
But she's telling her about the situation. She's like, yeah, my sister was a waterbender, but this is what happened to her in this nation, so you can't show anybody. And so she starts showing more signs of other bending. And eventually it's her protecting this little girl, protecting this squad of little, like, orphans, being the Avatar in a world where you're not even allowed to bend. And so she wipes out the whole fucking government and does all this crazy shit. But I haven't really finished the story, but I see it so well.
That
and I see
sounds
her
cool.
so perfectly because she's a fiery redheaded ginger.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But she only knows water for a while. And she doesn't really learn fire until like the third or fourth time.
Okay.
But she learns like water first, and then she kind of learns some other stuff that are kind of subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she uses the fire, that's when she's like, bitch, I'm about to blow your
That's
house
cool.
down.
That would be a dope story.
I want to make it into a comic or something, but I need to finish the story and actually type it out.
And then do it that way.
And then come up with it. But it's been a progress story that I've been thinking of since I first saw Avatar.
That's fucking sick. I like that.
Because it's part of it'd be a part of the timeline, so it would work out like right after.
Mm-hmm. It would be like future.
It'd be like 4 or 5 generations.
It would feel like it's so much has happened that it almost feels like past.
Right.
That's cool. I like that.
Right.
That's really cool.
And it's kind of like you know, one of my favorite comic books, Faye. Did you ever read it?
I never read it, but you would.
The one with all the
talk about it all
monsters
time.
and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, exactly.
But post-apocalyptic and fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be kind of like that, where like mutants are kind of a thing still, like where like things got really fucking bad after this war, like really bad, and people are pretty much starving and dying all the time, and it's like concentration camps everywhere for benders.
This sounds fucking sick.
Right?
If this got actually adapted, this sounds like it'd be sick.
I think it'd be so cool, and I think it'd be a great follow-up with the whole series because next is gonna be next is gonna be Earth.
I'm very excited about that.
So it'd be Earth, then Fire, and then I want a whole nother round of all avatars until it's Fire again. So at least another 200 years, give
Something
or take.
like that,
It could be
yeah.
more because depending on how long the avatars live.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way, it'd be during a situation where shit has gone the fuck down. Like since Korra, since everybody, there's one avatar who really fucked everything up for everybody. And that's why benders are not allowed anymore. There was a huge war where everyone's like deranged, like nuclear war kind of happened.
That
like
would be sick.
crazy shit happened, and this girl is the only saving grace for the entire universe. Like, of course that's what happens, but of course she's a teenager because it's, you know, post-apocalyptic shit.
Yeah. No,
But
facts. I like that a lot.
I think it'd be so cool if I can ever get it done.
Hell yeah, I think you should.
I think it'd be super sick.
I was trying to think of what universe I would do. I think my go-to...
Digimon monster.
Yeah, right? I feel like my go-to has to be something like Naruto.
Yeah, I was gonna have a feeling.
For some reason, and
Yeah.
I know this is not correct in my head,
Go for it.
Attack on Titan.
Why would you ever want that?
Because if I want to die, I think that would be the way I would go out.
By a giant naked man?
Yeah.
Ew.
Something about how they die, because obviously I would join the Scouts.
Right.
And I'm not saying that I would be in the up-to-date Attack on Titan, where, like, Eren and all that bullshit. And I haven't read up, so fuck off. But I'm thinking, like, right before Eren, when everything is, like, they're still in, like, the walls and everything. That's where I would want to. Because I would love to be one of those guys who flies around and is, like, killing Titans. But
Why don't you just be an assassin? Why don't you just train to be a ninja?
no, because...
You want to fight giant naked men?
Yeah.
I know it.
Well, the way I'm thinking of it is I would love to take the spot of what Reiner was. Because he was someone who lived outside the walls. He came in and he fucked everything up and then joined them. And then, like, he was just a fucked person. But I would love to be a Titan that, like, fucked over humanity and then joined them as, like, a secret person. I know that's really
You are
fucked
my
up.
brother.
I'm a fucked up person, but no, that's what I would
It doesn't
choose.
come out often. He's usually, like, comes off
Yeah.
very sweet, naive, gentle, super caring, super selfless. But he is my brother.
I'm not normal.
The jokes he makes sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
I want to fucking punch you in the nuts.
I'm watching them as much as I can on this podcast. because okay.
He will get canceled so fast with some
Yeah.
of the shit he sometimes says.
And like, okay,
They're not that bad, but like they
it's
can
bad
be.
nowadays. The thing is, if I were to say these jokes 5 years ago, no one would have any issues with them. But
Facts.
it's just that what we are now
With the
I
cancel
can't.
culture and
yeah,
everything?
I just can't. But 5 years ago, people would be like, "That dude's fucking hilarious."
I
just can't do it
still
now.
5 years ago still would hit you as hard as I could.
Oh yeah, but no, like I could definitely get away with some of the stuff I said.
Conservatives, y'all would find his shit a little bit more funnier. Liberals, we would all have heart attacks every time he opens his
okay,
mouth
no.
sometimes.
If I started
Sometimes.
saying those jokes, liberals would be okay with guns. That's the type of comedy that I go for.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what,
Moving on from fucked up shit,
let's move
second
on.
option.
Let's just go straight on to the song of the week.
You
What's
don't
your
want to do the
song?
second question?
What do you mean?
I thought you had 3 questions.
No. So we do question 1, then song of the week, and then question 2, then show of the week, and then third. That way you get a little spaced out. You kind of get a little bit of a break. Yeah.
All right, you ready for my song?
Yeah.
Do you want me to play it?
No, we can't because that's copyright.
Okay, so my boyfriend finds it problematic just because of one of the artists. But I don't really give a fuck because I just really like the song and my favorite artist is on it. So, I'm sure you can guess who my favorite artist is. Drum roll. Who's my favorite artist?
It's fucking what's her name? It's the one I showed. Snow the Product.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
So, the song I've been obsessed with lately, 'cause it's so catchy as fuck,
Okay.
is called A Lot at Stake
Okay.
by Dax and Snow the Product.
What? He doesn't like Dax?
Doesn't like Dax.
Of fucking course he doesn't.
I don't know. He's told me why. I don't really.
Okay, I can tell you why.
Apparently, he's problematic.
He doesn't like Dax because me and Logan are very big KSI fans.
Okay.
Dax got famous pretty much because of KSI.
Was it a hate thing or a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Dax was like hating on him, and then they had their drama. Dax is a good rapper, but he only has one style. But that's it.
That's what Logan was saying.
Yeah. But no, he's not a great artist by any means, but he does have some good songs. Logan only hates him because Logan loves KSI. That's the only reason.
That's fair.
But send me that because I actually like Dax. I think his style is good for
This
what he does.
song is my hype song. I was playing this one
Okay.
and another Snow the Product song my last day of work when I quit my job after 6.5 years.
Hell yeah.
This one is like, you ever cross me, better look both ways.
Okay.
I got a lot to say and a lot at stake.
Okay.
'Cause it's just like, yeah, fuck with me, I dare you.
But it's just like it's one of those.
But
songs
it's one of
where
those ones that you're just
fight
like,
to.
what?
Hell yeah.
And then Snow comes on, and you're just like, there goes the goddess, go.
Yeah, I'm still so happy that I showed you her.
Me too, because she's literally the best
Yeah.
artist I've ever found in my life.
Yeah,
like,
you're welcome.
without you,
You would never
I'd be
have
miserable.
Yeah.
I love this girl so much. Like, I've seen her live every time she's came to Colorado
4
since
times?
I found her. 5 times.
5 times.
We just saw her 5th time, yeah.
That's what it was. Okay.
I've been following her since 2013,
Yeah.
because that's when you put me on her.
Yep.
And she started making music around 2011.
Mhm.
So I am like deep. Like, I have a whole playlist,
Of just her.
just her songs,
Yeah,
called
it's
My
bad.
Goddess.
It's fucking bad.
Like, Snow, I know I'm a little white girl, and I'm sorry, but I freaking love you so much. Like, I think you are the baddest bitch on this planet. You make a name for anyone who's a minority,
yeah.
and you put all these stupid-ass men in their place,
Facts.
and you do it well.
Yeah. I think I've listened to her so much through you, and I don't love her music, so I just don't care for her anymore.
Yeah.
But I understand why you love her.
Oh, my God.
It makes sense.
She speaks my mind.
Yeah.
Like, her song, Today I Decided,
Mhm.
is the reason why I quit my job.
Hell yeah.
Today I decided to not give you bitches the second of time for the rest of my life. I be goddamn if I put in the work and I don't get the credit
we're
to
gonna
fucking
get
suffice.
copyrighted.
That's all I'm saying. That was Snow the Product.
Yeah, but that's the lyrics, so I don't want to get copyrighted.
But if I'm giving her credit,
It doesn't matter. So people they can still copyright claim you.
either way,
It's fucking
she
insane.
says that, and her whole song is the reason why I quit my job that I was miserable at for 6.5 years.
Hell yeah.
And that put in A Lot at Stake right as I was driving in to put in my resignation.
Oh yeah, good for you. And
every day until my last day at that job
fuck yeah,
was those 2 songs blaring.
Well, guys, go check out both of those songs. They'll both be down in the links below.
Just check out Smell the Product, period, and
Yeah.
you will be so happy. That song, A Lot at Stake, though, is just, like, one of those songs that, like, even if you're not, like, huge fan of her or huge fan of him, that song gets you hype. Like,
yeah.
you want to dance, you want to fight somebody, you want to do everything. I don't even do drugs, and I want to do coke listening to that song. And I don't do drugs.
Okay. I had 2 that I wanted, but I'm only going to say 1. Okay. So, this guy, he's from he does TikTok. His name's Connor Price.
I literally just found a bunch of his songs yesterday.
He's
Receipts
insane.
is lit.
Receipts?
Receipts.
You want to know what's the best one, though?
Which one?
Okay. Fuck, this is hard. Okay. Connor Price, guys, he kind of blew up on TikTok, but he's been, like, around. I discovered him on TikTok. I'm not going to act like I fucking knew who he was before. But I found, like, a lot of his, like, stuff on there. But I have 2 songs by him that
Which
are
ones?
fucking insane.
Which ones?
So, Love Language. I don't know if you've heard it.
I haven't heard it. I literally just found him 2 days ago. Not
Listen-
off TikTok. I just found him.
Hell yeah. When you get a chance, listen to Love Language.
Okay.
A fucking banger of a song. It's one of those songs that you just, like, you put on and you're just like, hell yeah. And then the other one, which just oozes confidence, is Smooth.
Okay.
So both those, I wasn't even going to go with him originally for today. I was going to go with the KSI song, but that we'll save that for next episode. But Smooth and Love Language.
Okay. By Connor Price.
Fucking bangers.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Highly would recommend it. I love his flow
Okay.
because, you know, I listen to more white rappers because, well, I can sing the song and not have to worry about
Then we're
crossing a line. But I love his music. His flow it's smooth.
Yeah.
And everything he does, I just really, like, vibe with.
Yeah.
And he also does songs with Nick D,
I don't
the
know who
one
it is.
who, he got really popular.
Is that, my name is Nicholas and this is delicious.
No.
Got big money.
He's
big
the
money.
one
Got
who,
big gun me money. Got me
no.
money.
You're going to fucking get us copyright.
I just can't remember what it was.
His is the one where it's like, maybe it's her eyes, or maybe it's the way that she walks. No? You don't know that one?
Vaguely.
It's on TikTok.
I think Logan plays it a lot.
Yeah, Logan does all the time because I showed
He
him
loves
it.
Nick D.
Yeah.
He loves singing
So,
those songs to me. I'm like, I
Nick-
don't even know what this song is, but
Nick
aw.
D and Connor Price have a song together. It's called Nobodies. That song's a fucking banger,
That
too.
sounds cool.
But Connor Price, 10 out of 10. You're doing a fucking amazing job. Keep it up because I love every song that I've heard from you so far.
Can I drop one more song by
Go
one more
for it.
artist just
for
because this guy deserves some recognition? His name is Riles.
Okay.
He is a French rapper,
Fuck yeah.
but he raps in English
Oh,
and Spanish.
dope.
And he puts out a song every single Sunday for the last, let's see, what was the songs that I last saw? So
Holy shit.
2014 was his first song.
And he's put one every Sunday?
Every Sunday since.
That is dedication, and that's sick.
And he's got, like, so he learned English
Mm-hmm.
from rappers.
That's fucking sick.
And so he raps in only English
Uh-huh.
because it's his way.
Yeah.
But he has such an amazing, like, foreign melody to it and vibe to him and cockiness
Fuck yeah.
that it's great. So one of the songs I'm going to drop is called Pesetas.
Okay.
And it's about just making his money, doing his thing, not giving up, not quitting. But he
Fuck
has a
yeah.
bazillion songs because it's been every Sunday since 2014.
Okay, you guys just need to check him out strictly for that dedication.
Yes. No, and he makes all of his own beats,
Fuck yeah.
writes all of his own songs, produces all of his own music videos,
Mm-hmm.
and makes his own music, like
Art.
album art. And
Fuck
they're
yeah.
beautiful.
That's sick.
He's a
See?
talented guy, and he's not talked about enough. And I've been following him since 2016, I want to say.
Dope. Oh,
But
so I've probably heard a few of his songs.
You probably have
before.
heard Jacob loves his songs now.
Oh, so then I probably definitely.
Yeah, so he's amazing. Like, that's somebody I think also deserves some recognition, because him and Snow the Product have
Don't
been
get
working their
enough of.
asses off for years and
Mhm.
don't get the recognition.
Yeah.
And I think those are the artists that deserve the recognition. Like, yeah, it's great with all those Nicki Minaj fans and them Drake fans and all those people who are blowing up that technically didn't start from the fucking bottom.
No.
These people worked their fucking asses off
Yeah.
since the minute they had their passion and won't stop. And
Mhm.
they still keep going, and they still don't have enough respect that they deserve.
Fuck yeah. And see, that's why, like, literally I added this Song of the Week thing so people can, because every person we're going to have on this podcast is completely different.
Right.
So we're going to, like, I want to eventually get to the point where I have a whole playlist and it's every Song of the Week.
That'd be sick.
So people can be like, I like this. I
Right.
like this. I don't really like this, but I love, like,
And we're all such different people.
yeah.
Like, I'm someone who listens to only music that's not English for the
Mhm.
most part, except when it's rap.
Yeah.
Then I like it. Otherwise, I don't fuck with English music at all. So if I throw out an English person, they're good.
Yeah.
Everybody else here listens to English, but they all have different stuff that they like. So some of us are super into like metal and
Yeah.
heavy music and alternative. Some of us are into country. Some of us are into like mariachi.
Yeah,
And
it's going to
like,
be cool to
It's
see
a
the
mix. At least we're diverse.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Question 2?
Yep.
I'm going to go 13.
Okay.
You should have known that.
Ooh, if you could meet any historical figure, who would you choose and why? Only one.
Historical
Yeah, I mean, it could be like just a figure that is.
in history?
Yeah.
Dead?
You can go alive if you want.
Well, I've already had conversations with 3 of them, so.
Yeah, true.
You know who I'd really like to have a conversation with?
Who?
And it's going to be really weird.
I'm all for it.
I really, 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 even though I know it'd be terrifying and dangerous for me,
Okay.
I want to meet Elizabeth Bathory or Vlad Tepes,
Who are they again?
the real-life vampires of history.
I had a.
So
feeling.
Vlad Tepes is who Dracula is based off of.
Yep. Okay.
Just because of all the shit that he did, I just want to understand.
Yeah.
And
no,
especially in that
that's-
time period. But the person I really want to talk to, just because of how fucked up she was, but also, like, just criminally interesting, like, just brain, is Elizabeth Bathory. Elizabeth Bathory is probably, she was 1776 is when she died.
Okay.
So she died the year the U.S. was made.
Oh,
No, she was 1436. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But she lived in a castle in Romania or something along those lines. But she would kill every single one of her servant girls,
Oh
and
yeah.
drink and bathe in their blood. And
You
then the
are
only
fucking
reason she
crazy.
got caught was because she killed her cousin, who was a
Yeah,
countess.
I
They didn't
remember that.
care until it was the countess.
It's fucking
There was
insane.
over 500 bodies on her ground of just girls who were younger than me, who she
Jesus.
killed to drink and bathe in their blood. And I just want to know,
Look
did it
why.
work?
Yeah.
Like, it must have if she did that shit. I don't know
Something.
why I want to choose people who are really fucked up. Like, obviously, I could meet someone who has so much wisdom. Hell, I'd even meet, like, Sylvia Plath or Edgar Allan Poe,
Yeah.
just because they're dark and twisted, like, less crazy.
Mhm.
But I want to meet the twisted ones
I do too.
because, like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Like, what made you really go that route?
My two are a little bit less weird, but kind of out of left field.
Okay.
I feel like you would think for me.
Who?
Tesla.
Nicholas Tesla?
Yeah.
I could see you doing that.
I would love.
He's a
to-
smart man.
I would love to have a conversation with him just strictly so I could be like, what's the real way to do this? Like,
Right.
What is the correct way that we should be doing shit? And then, just because I know he if anyone has the answer, it's him.
Him
It's
or
that
Einstein,
fucking
yeah.
man right there.
His shit got shut down and now is being turned into billions, but he would
Yeah.
have been 10 times more amazing
we
if we actually
would've-
took him
we would have been
serious
so much further in
and listened to
life.
his stuff. Yeah.
And who's my other one? Oh, my other one is
Michael Jackson.
huh?
Michael Jackson, to ask him if he's a goalie
Yeah,
or not.
right. We'll go over that a different episode.
We'll have a Vanna as a episode
Yeah,
one day.
right. No. I
What are you thinking of?
I fucking want to talk to Hitler.
That's fair, though. It's the
Just-
same reason as me.
And it's like, it's not 'cause like fucking I want to like see what's going through his head. I just want to be there and watch him.
Watch his
Tell-
charisma.
Well, no. I just want to see how he convinced millions of people to slaughter millions of people. I want to see how he did it. I don't want to go. I don't want to like listen to his speech. I want to be there and watch him work that type of weird magic that he had.
Mhm.
And I know it's fucked up to say, but I want to figure out how
He did it.
how people can be manipulated that easily from one man.
Right, like that's the
It's-
craziest part is how the fuck did he
Yeah.
convince all of these people that it's okay to slaughter all of these
Yeah.
people who are innocent, didn't do anything?
And I know
Just
that's
out of-
really fucked up.
Like I get, like, I'm not saying I get it because obviously
No,
that's fucked up.
No, it doesn't make
But
sense.
I'm saying like I understand kind of how he did it
I don't. That's why. Because
because think about it.
takes okay, actually this is not fully that hard, but people have proven that if someone in higher authority tells them to do something, even if they know it is willingly hurting someone, they'll still do it. So I want to know
I have one example.
what this man said.
Trump.
No, but it's so much worse than Trump.
Oh, facts though, because he billions. Like he got a whole 3 countries or something to help him.
Well, okay, it's weird because we look at like Trump as that like the devil and him.
He's
being
not as
able-
bad as Hitler.
Well, it's like there are people who think that he is worse than Hitler, and you have to look at it and be like,
He wasn't able
Trump-
to actually get everybody
well,
killed.
Trump couldn't convince half of our country to do anything. Hitler convinced millions of people to slaughter at will.
Right.
It's insane.
And think it was justifiable.
Yeah,
And be like, yeah, no, this is what we need to do to better the human race.
it's insane. I would
What?
just want to talk to him just so I can figure out what the fuck he did.
What did Jews even do to get this fucking I'm sorry. Oh, I unplugged you. But like
No, yeah, it's
what did
insane though.
Jews even do to get fucking killed? What the
I don't know.
fuck?
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. That's just the person who I would choose.
Sorry, we have a twin brother looking at us right now.
Yeah.
Still crazy.
Yeah, the Jews.
But the Jews,
Um,
are they okay?
I don't know. Something.
And they're still being prosecuted,
or
low-key.
Stalin.
Yo.
Because Stalin did what Hitler did, but on such a different level.
Yeah, he did.
Because Hitler did it is he was like, this is the mass, we're gonna slaughter them to the mass. Stalin convinced people to turn on their own family.
Right.
Do you know how fucking insane your manipulation must be to fucking convince a kid to turn on their parents?
Right. Right.
I just something about it is so fascinating to me. And I
It's
know
just
it's
like
fucked up.
it's just the fact of that these people were so charismatic that they
Mhm.
got billions of people to follow them. And
It's a-
that's so mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right now we have with our politics, like everyone views all the politics as celebrities, but they will never follow them like that.
No, there's never going to be a president in our time that
Will be
moves
that convincing.
it's just not physically possible.
Like the fact that even happened, and the fact that some people think that's bullshit and never happened,
Yeah.
y'all are dumb.
Yeah.
Because
no,
there's
you-
records.
that's a
There's people
whole- that's a
alive
whole
now
other
who
story.
fully were there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a whole other fucking story for the
but that
people
just proves
don't.
that people are stupid enough.
Yeah. But it's just
And people as a whole will follow the mass,
yeah.
even if it means killing yourselves.
Yeah.
Drink the
It's-
Kool-Aid. Come on. Like,
Well, that's different. That is
But
completely
that
different.
still was another situation where some man managed to convince all these people to kill themselves and kill their kids.
It's slightly different. Slightly different.
It's not on the mass, but
Well,
it's a
no.
small
Well,
version of
The
it.
difference with that was either you drink the Kool-Aid and die, or I shoot you and you die. There wasn't.
I forgot there was that option.
Yeah.
I forgot that was an
There's
option.
videos of people sprinting for the hills and just getting fucking mowed down. So that's the difference.
You're right. I did forget that happened. But it's kind of the same thing with them. They're like, if you don't agree with us, like
it's
traitors,
different.
traitors
That's different.
to the Holocaust,
It's different.
they would get killed.
It's different.
How is it different? They got killed. Everyone got killed.
Because there weren't there. It was It was war. There wasn't like traitors. It's a completely different thing than the Kool-Aid.
Either way, a lot of people died, and some charismatic men somehow made this shit happen.
It's fucking bonkers. But no, those are the people I would want to talk to. Tesla, and I'm gonna say Hitler just because.
I mean, I want to meet Vlad Tepes, who impaled people famously, and Elizabeth Bathory, who drank little girls' blood. So I understand you're fucked up.
We're fucked up for sure.
I just want to understand them. Like, yeah, I would love to talk to someone who has all the infinite wisdom and knows how to change the world, but I kind of just want to understand the fucked up people more so I can understand how to reach that side more.
That's the reason I want to talk to Tesla, because if you were able to talk to this man, get everything he said, and were able to like confidently bring that to someone to make it, you could do anything.
True.
Like, yeah, you'd probably get killed, but the power that comes in the amount of knowledge that man had is bonkers.
True, and if you had both of them to talk to you, you could run the world.
Yeah. You could, oh my god.
Change the world.
That would be a power. That's
a power move right there.
If fucking Tesla and Hitler were on the same team, the world would be gone. They would be under their control.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Gone.
Do you think Hitler could still convince people of this generation?
Yes.
I think so too.
Unfortunately, yes.
I think it'd be easier for him.
Easier? Oh, yeah, with all the social media and all the bullshit everybody believes?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
and that
insane.
sucks. And that's why I got scared about the Trump thing, because for a moment, I thought people were stupid enough to follow someone that stupid, but he was never charismatic enough or knowledgeable to at least make that shit happen.
Well, the difference with Trump is the fact that even at Trump's highest point, you still had majority of the population look at him as
fucking crazy.
What are you doing? Like,
and the world's still looking at him like he's fucking crazy.
Like,
Hitler's convinced a couple countries. He convinced his whole nation.
Hitler did.
He convinced.
Hitler won a Nobel Peace Prize.
You
know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Hitler won the Nobel Peace Prize.
I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Peace Prize.
Yeah. You know why he got it?
Why?
For bringing Germany together. He brought Germany together. And
to kill everyone else.
But he got it, and then is literally like, I think it was 6 months after he got it, they invaded Poland. So he had Germany
fully united
by his thumb for a year before he was like, you know what?
Let's pull it. Let's do what I want to do.
Let's go see how far we can go.
Yeah. What the fuck? That man is fucked up and genius and fucked up. Like, I don't get how anyone was able to do that. Like, I just don't understand how that happened.
But, no, I don't know. He's the one who, and like, it's fucking crazy because I feel like I talk about him a lot. Not in like he's like this all-knowing God, but
I would have killed you if that was your view on things.
But the ability that he had was godlike. Yeah. It's fucking terrifying.
Terrifying.
And that's what you see with all these dictators. Genghis Khan, master of manipulation, could literally had the whole world by his fucking palm.
Yeah,
like,
if he wanted
had
to.
the whole world. What the Chinese emperor fucking something?
Oh, no.
Sean?
Zhao?
No.
Was it not Zhao?
Might have been.
Zhao was the huge Communist Party guy who came into China.
No,
He's also
I'm talking about way, way back.
Oh, you're talking about the dynasties.
Yes.
The Qing dynasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those. Same type of thing.
Crazy.
It is insane that, like, it's fucked up it is to say. These fucking awful people are some of the smartest people that we've ever seen.
Right.
It's fucking awful. But it's fucking impressive.
Terrible morals. Terrible ethics, but brilliant.
Yeah.
Because they managed to get all these people to do what they say willingly.
I think it's because they put morals aside. Like, think about it.
Probably.
Every leader that we, like, look up to now.
Because of their morals.
They have the morals, but they don't have the
backing, the charisma, the standing.
Like, think of it this way. If King George, when we were fighting England way back when, if he had no morals, if he went into the same way as, like, Khan and all those others came to America, we wouldn't have a chance. Because instead of, like, fighting like, you know, there's this battle, he would have just been, like, everything.
Wipe him out.
Wipe out everything you see.
Everything.
But no.
Get rid of this entire continent, replace it with just what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's insane.
It's insane. I just think it's interesting that that's what you'd want to talk to, but at the same time, I totally 1,000% understand why.
'Cause
like, they're fucked up people, but I do want to see what the fuck they did and what it took for them to really have that power.
Exactly. And, like,
because that's crazy. That's unimaginable power.
Yeah. Like, I was trying to think, like, at first, like, oh, like, is there an American president I'd want to talk to? No. Oh, pause. Okay, well, from there, let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
We don't need to talk about Hitler any longer.
We don't need to talk about any of these dictators. They don't deserve any more.
Yeah. But
power.
They'll probably come up more in this podcast, like, in general. But anime/show of the week.
You ready for my out of left hand bullshit?
Yes.
So the show I've been obsessed with and just finished.
Okay. I'm scared.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm so scared.
It's called Seven Little Johnstons, and it's about a family of little people that I'm obsessed with.
Okay.
Obsessed with. Because they're only a foot smaller than me.
Is it just like a reality show?
It's a reality show on this family. So it's mom and dad, Trent and Amber.
Okay.
They both have acrodysplasia or something like that.
Okay.
But it's a form of dwarfism.
Okay.
Where it fucks up their backs and they have the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 2 kids biologically.
Okay.
Jonah and whatever the fuck her name is. I always forget her name.
Okay.
She's cool though. I just don't remember her name right now. Because she wasn't my favorite at all.
Mm-hmm.
But they have their 2 biological ones, and both with the same I'm sorry. I just call it acrons because that's what they call
disease.
it. But it's just a growth issue.
Oh. Okay,
but it's just different versions of little people. They all have different versions of dwarfism. This family just happens to all have the same one.
Okay.
So they're 2 biological kids, and then they adopted a little girl from Russia, a girl from China, and a boy from South Korea.
Okay.
All with the same dwarfism.
Okay.
Because in their countries,
it's looked down upon
massively. Like, they're not allowed to leave the house. Like, they're not allowed to go to school. They're not allowed to do anything.
That doesn't shock me at all.
Right. They're completely displaced or killed type thing.
Oh, fun.
So this family adopted them.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just about their lives, all 7 of them together growing up in Georgia.
Oh, fun.
And it's, in North Carolina or Georgia. One of them.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, they're southern as hell. But it's so entertaining and really cool because I'm, like, learning about, like, midget's a bad word.
Yeah, no,
Do not ever say midget to anybody. I feel bad saying it already right now.
Yeah, it's offensive.
I didn't know that until watching the show.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't learn a lot of things until watching the show about little people that now I'm like, yo!
Yeah.
Like, I relate, though, heavy because I am 5'3". They are all 4'6" highest.
Yeah.
Like, that's their tallest is 4'6".
Mm-hmm.
I live with step stools. I have stools for everything.
Yeah.
I need tall people and objects to reach higher things.
Fair.
They do, too. They just have it a little bit worse than me.
Yeah, a lot. I would say
like
a lot worse.
They get a lot more stigmatism. They deal with a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
But it was so interesting. There's 10 seasons up till, like, last week type thing.
Jesus Christ. Where can you watch it?
I was watching on Discovery Plus.
Okay. Go check it out,
But
guys.
I'm obsessed with it. And I liked learning about just this family.
Are you caught up?
I'm fully caught up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I've had all month off, so The little Johnstons have been my everything.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
I'm obsessed. Like, I think they're so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And their two youngest, the Emma and Alex,
Okay.
China and Korea,
Mm-hmm.
are my favorite
Of course.
by far.
Nice.
Emma is, like, perfect. She's, like, she's literally me, but, like, cooler.
Okay.
Alex is just, like, a little shit, but I love him to death.
Okay.
I don't like their oldest kid, Jonah.
Okay.
He reminds me of just every kid in Vale.
Okay, that's fair.
Sorry, Jonah. You're very entitled and kind of annoying and rude
All
to your
right.
parents. Really rude to your parents. Oh my God, I want to slap you every time you open your mouth on that show. But the rest of them, not
Cool
that
people.
bad.
Okay.
But it's cool because then they go to like, turns out little people are usually born in big families. So like average size families. Yeah. And it's rare for a family to be like fully little people.
Mm-hmm.
So Amber's from a lonely little person in her family, while Trent, his whole family is all little people.
That's cool.
So it's really cool. And then like they go to little people conferences, meet other little people, and they just like have a blast.
That's
and they are the funniest fucking people. Like this show, the Johnstons are fucking funny.
I might have to check that out.
You
that
should. I love it, and I think it's really cool, and it touches on a subject that people don't really talk about.
No.
Like not a lot of people really know anything about dwarfs.
Mm-mm.
At all. Like, and
cool,
it sucks. Like, because it's part of a minority. It's part of life. Like, people are born like that. Like, I could end up, if I ever have kids, I could end up having a little person. I just want to be able to know how to take care, like, help them in life because they're going to face stigmatism too. Like, it's just, it's crazy. And it's so interesting. And you witness, like, the shit that they have to deal with day-to-day basis, but also, like, they're fucking funny. They're they're Southerners. They are Wild West boys. They be doing whatever the fuck they want, and they're so cool.
Fuck yeah.
They're so cool.
I'm
so
all
you should
for
watch it.
Okay.
I love you guys. I love Amber specifically, and Emma.
You guys have been doing this for a really long time.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We get cookies.
Also, Nate's about to leave.
Okay.
Cool. Oh. I didn't see anything.
All right, and we're back again. So mine is one that I recommended to you.
Which one?
So she asked me a couple days ago, for some animes that are either on the gory side or the cute side.
Mm-hmm. Nothing in between.
Yeah. So I am gonna say I'm gonna do one on each, just so I can convince you for one of each.
Okay.
So the first one is gonna be the cute side.
Okay.
Everyone in the anime community, you guys have definitely heard about this. It's called My Dress Up Darling.
I've heard of it, never seen it.
I fucking love this anime. It is adorable. And it's like everything it's like the closest you can get to like ecchi without crossing the line.
Oh, okay. I really like those.
The whole premise of this show, of My Dress Up Darling, is a very adorable blonde and a very nerdy guy. So
you just keep going out like I don't hear you.
It's probably just something with the headphones.
Okay.
But so the guy is, your stereotypical introvert, doesn't do a whole lot, but
does he have glasses?
I don't think so. No, I don't think he does. This might be one of the few. No, he doesn't. Yeah.
Damn.
That's
what really makes a nerd.
So the whole thing is that his grandpa, who he lives with, makes Hina dolls. So those very old dolls that are just
shit.
Like they're made to be perfect, right?
Yeah.
So that's what his entire life is. He's they're both in high school and he's trying to make these dolls. This is kind of
like another already.
Yeah, it's cooler though. And so the girl is super flamboyant, like super happy, is friends with everyone,
everywhere.
Of course, because it's your stereotypical blonde. But she loves cosplay. But the whole point of it is that she's fucking awful at making costumes. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's a fucking nervous wreck, all this shit. But since the guy...
Sweet little introvert guy's really good at making doll clothes.
Yeah, he knows how to make clothes. He knows how to make all this stuff. So... He decides
he does her makeup too.
Yeah. He does her makeup and he makes her costumes and they are top tier. But it's funny because the girl is really into hentai. So he ends up making hentai costumes for her. And then
And he probably gets so embarrassed.
yeah, it's, of course it's like every slice of life anime, but it's fucking yeah, it's super adorable. You can watch it dubbed or subbed. I prefer it subbed.
Okay.
But the dubbed is fucking awesome too.
Is it by Funimation?
It's on Crunchyroll.
But who did the...
Who did like the
What's-
what studio?
Yeah, just because certain studios have
think it's-
really good voice actors, in my opinion, and other ones I really don't like.
I'm trying to see. A part of me wants to say Mappa, but I don't think that's true. Who did my dress up, darling? Who made my dress up, darling?
Either way, I'll check it out.
But yeah, that one's fucking awesome. And since it's brand new, the animation is top fucking tier. I love it. Highly would recommend it. And then the other one I'm going to recommend, and this is not, it's gory, but it's more on the psychological thriller side.
Yes.
So this is one of, not my favorite animes, but one of my favorite ones to recommend people.
Okay.
It's called Psychopaths.
I've seen it.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know.
For you who haven't seen it, go check out Psychopaths. The whole thing is it's about a system that judges your mentality and your stress level on how dangerous you are. And on paper, it sounds great.
Sounds like
It's like
a wonderful
communism.
idea.
It sounds great on paper,
Sounds fantastic.
but in reality, it's fucking awful.
Mm.
Because and I'm just going to spoil the first episode
Go
because
ahead.
it's the first episode. So, this dude who's a fucking psychopath, he goes ahead and he tries to rape a girl.
Hmm.
So obviously these people, I didn't also say, the whole point is they have these guns and it judges if you are like on the safe side or if you're too far psychologically gone, and it shoots you and it kills you. Simple as that. People who shoot are old prisoners, so they obviously have no fucking hearts, which is awesome. I love that detail. But the whole first episode is pretty much based off of how the system works. And so this guy who pretty much rapes a girl is running around, they like find him and they shoot him right in front of the girl. So he dies. She's so frantic, and since she just got raped, she wants to fucking kill this guy. And so the dude points the gun at her and it tells him to shoot. What would you do?
I would not.
Yeah.
I would.
But according to their laws,
They
you
have
to shoot. So that's all I'm going to leave it with. But go check it out. I fucking love Psychopaths.
Yeah.
I've heard the second season isn't great. I've heard this third season is really good.
I only watched the first.
Yeah, same. But
it was hard for me to watch because of that scene.
yeah, exactly. But that's anime / show of the week. Go check out everything. And let's get on this final question.
Final question, because everyone's harassing us that we've been on
Yeah,
too long.
we've been here for a while.
We just like talking.
Yeah. I had a feeling if it's ever a podcast with me and you, these episodes could be
Like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Easy.
Go for a number.
30.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't choose 33 because I just read it, and that's going to be a whole episode itself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Should I have gone with 33?
No, okay. I'm going to change. Can you pick a different number? Sorry, this is another one me and you could talk about for an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. You're like, we gotta not do
Mhm.
that. Fuck. I only like those numbers.
1 through 100, so
1 through 100. 69.
let's see. Oh, I like this. This is a great way to end the episode.
Perfect.
What's one thing everyone should experience at least one time in their life?
Travel.
I was gonna say that too.
Travel the world.
But
Get outside of your comfort zone.
one thing. Like
One specific thing.
yeah, like maybe one thing that you did while you traveled that you were like, everyone needs to do this, because I have one. I can go with mine first if that'll help you think.
Yeah, you should go.
Okay. This is without a doubt the one thing I think everyone should do at least once in their life. And what I'm going to call it is absolute silence. And what I mean by this is go somewhere where there's absolute silence.
Yeah, nobody.
The way that I think about this is when me and her when we went to Evergreen, or the countless times when I've gone hiking,
There's nothing.
or just like at the top of a mountain. The amount of peace and unsettling peace when you're at the top of a mountain and the only thing you can hear is nothing is insane. Because when we were up there, we were up at the top. There was houses, but no one was around.
Right.
So all you could hear was the wind, and it wasn't strong enough where the trees were clacking.
It's just whistle.
It's just silence. It's not even that. It's literally silence. And I think every person in their life should experience it one time, because
just pure silence.
Because you don't realize how loud life is until you've experienced silence.
And it's amazing.
It's so nice. Like, since living in Denver, I've been like, oh, the city's loud, but it's like not that loud. Growing up in Vail, I'm used to, sound everywhere.
Right.
But
silence.
It's almost like mesmerizing how there's times where you can sit and not a single thing happens.
Right.
And I think especially people who live in the city need to experience that.
Facts, though.
Because you're never going to. You
Facts.
can't,
it's impossible.
Even if you go outside at 2, 3 in the morning, you're going to hear shit.
Right.
You're going to hear cars.
Even in your house.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
no matter how
always
hard you
something.
try, there's always sound.
Yeah. But if you go and you find absolute silence, it is the most peaceful thing in the world. And I personally think everyone should experience that once. Besides travel, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with travel still. I'm just saying, get out of your comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Leave your hometown. Go somewhere you've never been before in your goddamn life once. And somewhere that's not even close to your hometown or close to your comfort zone. Go to the opposite of your comfort zone once.
Yeah.
Go to a different country where you absolutely have zero idea what language they even speak, what food they eat. Go there.
Yeah.
Just once.
Facts.
Go hang out there for a week, 3 days, a day. It will change your fucking life.
Yeah.
Being around people who are not in your culture, eating food you've never tried before, that is the most soul awakening moment in your life. The other one that he said is a good way to tranquilize and calm yourself. To ignite yourself is to travel.
Yes.
To calm yourself is silence.
I completely agree.
So go do one or the other to experience the full differences, because you need to get to a spot where you feel you can be comfortable, which is in silence, because you need to learn to be comfortable in silence. But you also need to be able to be comfortable in your most uncomfortable situation possible.
Facts.
And putting yourself out there and understanding other people outside of your world.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to end this off.
I think so
is
too.
that is exactly how to say it. What you just said.
Go experience your world.
Yeah, I can't explain it better. That's life
all
right
it is. You can't live inside the box forever.
Facts.
That box is going to crumble.
You're going to have to open the door.
That box is going to break. It's going to flood. Something's going to happen. You have to leave. Just leave for fun.
Yeah.
Go see what it's like, and then you'll understand everything.
Do it on your own free will. Don't have something push you to do it. Do it yourself.
Just look at yourself and go, even though I've never really thought about traveling, where's somewhere I want to go?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I want to book a trip.
Do it.
Go.
Hell yeah. Well, I think that's a great way to end us.
I think we're going to have to end it.
Yeah,
More people are going to come down every 5 minutes.
Or we're going to start getting seriously yelled at.
By everybody.
Well, Kat, where can they find you?
You can find me sometimes on stuff. I'm usually often Neverwhere or Neverwhere 313. If you play Sims, you can find my Origin account for sure, which is Neverwhere 313, where I post a lot of stuff.
Nice.
Instagram, often Neverwhere, 2 N's. Otherwise, yeah, you'll just look up Neverwhere 313 or often Neverwhere, you'll find me.
Facts.
That's me. I'm on everything that direction.
Facts. And everything will also be down below for her. And if you guys want to find me, just Van Stores on just about everything. Van Stores 77, I believe, on Twitter and TikTok, Van Stores on Instagram and YouTube. And yeah, if you guys want to follow the main channel, I post 2 times a week.
They're really funny. You should watch. I'm also there.
Yeah, you see.
I come in
all the time.
often.
Yeah, so if you guys want to see more of her as well, the main channel. If you guys like to see our faces, go check out the Basement Vibes YouTube channel where you're currently watching this.
Hello.
And if you guys don't like seeing our faces but love our lovely voices, you can go check us out on Basement Vibes on Spotify and on Anchor. Eventually we'll be on Apple Podcasts. Yeah. Eventually we'll be on Apple Podcast and Amazon Music, but at the moment we're just going to stick with Spotify because it is the superior platform.
Facts.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.